Thank you, Liz. We sent our Mike Watkiss to New York to view the devastation firsthand. On the plane, he met up with a group of firefighters from Chicago headed to Ground Zero, not because they were ordered to go. They said they were volunteering to go because they felt it was their duty. Here's Mike.
Yeah, Patty, one of the many inspirational stories we're getting out of New York now, and I can tell you during the nonstop media coverage of this national tragedy, of course, we have heard the chorus of broadcasters and commentators, witnesses saying that while the pictures may be horrible, they don't really tell the story. I'd like to add my voice to that chorus because having flown over Manhattan today, having gotten close to Ground Zero this afternoon, I can tell you it's unlike anything I've ever seen. It hits you almost like a physical force. Somebody taking a closed fist and hitting you in the chest and knocking the wind out of you. We're here to tell the stories of some Arizonans who have come to Manhattan to help, and I can tell you, on an airplane today, we talked to some brave firefighters from the city with broad shoulders, Chicago. They paid their own way to come here to help out. This is what they had to say.
If it happened in Chicago, we know they would be here for us.
You sort of look in you guys' eyes. If the eyes are sort of the window on the soul, I can see that all you guys are upset by this. All of you guys have been profoundly affected by this. Am I right?
Without a doubt. I mean, as my captain would say, without a doubt. As everybody in the country saw, it was shocking. You can't believe it. I think the part that grips every other firefighter in the country is they know that they would have been right there, and that our families are having to deal with it now instead of them.
That's what's always impressed me about firefighters. They're definitely people of action. When something goes wrong, you guys jump into it. It's got to have been hard for the last 7 days watching this on TV. Probably want to roll up your sleeves and get in your car and drive to New York the first day.
We've been saying all along that I think this is probably every fireman across the country. We felt like caged animals being at home. You know, obviously we have responsibilities at home and we have to wait until we have the time to come here. Now we finally feel like we can get in there and do something. If it's just like Tom said, if it's passing out water or unloading food trucks a mile away, or if it's getting in there with the men and digging on our hands and knees, anything we can do is gonna make us feel better. It's gonna give them obviously a boost, and we hope it'll start the healing process for all of us.
You're saying that if nothing else, you'll go to some funerals and lend a sort of sympathetic shoulder.
This is the brotherhood. I mean, this, brother and sisterhood. So, like I said, it's, we just can't, couldn't just sit back and, watch television, but we had to be there. I mean, we just have to be there to see it, because, like they said, if it happened in Chicago, the same response would be from the other departments. United States, they would come to Chicago.
Well, as one citizen, let me thank you guys. I think that the fire and emergency personnel has given the entire country a whole new sort of category of hero, and I think we all appreciate it.
I think you guys are doing a great job too, though.
Our job's easy compared to what you guys are doing.
It's amazing how everybody wants to help. It's not just the firefighters. It's everybody. From stores giving cans of pop, packages of bubble gum, and it's just amazing. Everybody wants to pitch in and help.
Come back to us live here in Manhattan. It's certainly true. Everybody does want to help out. Those guys are real heroes. This city is full of heroes, and it's going to get some more from Phoenix tomorrow when about 70 firefighters from the Phoenix Fire Department arrive. They are experts in this search and recovery, search and rescue. This is certainly becoming much more of a recovery at this point. But, Patty, we're going to tell you some stories of Arizonans on the front line in America's new war.
Look forward to your report on the news show at 10 o'clock. Thanks very much, Mike. We want to